Hello, welcome. Before we get started, I'd like to point out that there's going to be spoilers for the entire season of Monster Musume and for early manga chapters. And also, stick around until the end, or skip to the flashing time code, that's probably on screen right now, to find out how you can win a copy of the limited edition steelbook Blu-ray collection made and provided by our friends over at Sentai Filmworks. If you're the impatient type, use the URL highdive.com/LP/RA2020. Get yourself a free month of High Dive and watch the show in glorious, uncensored HD. Alright, that's all. Enjoy the episode.
Sorry for the wait. Ladies, bon appetit!
Can't get it up. Oh, God.
Oh, fuck. I swear this never happens. Hello, and welcome back to the Our Anime Podcast. My name is Colonel Panic, and I am here joined by a ton of bacon.
Yo, what's up? How's it going, everyone?
And Dr. J. Wilson.
Wilson! Sorry, Castaway. Just had to shout it out.
Wilson, what are we gonna do now?
A.K.A. DJ Wilson, a.k.a. Kamimashita. Legendary YouTuber Kamimashita.
Legendary.
Dude, the doctor is in. Yes.
The doctor is in.
Dude, I really need this prostate exam, man. I need you to take a look at this. Don't know.
Dude, the doctor
really
is
need you
out.
to take a look at my beehole.
Assume the position. Yeah, all right.
Speaking of assuming positions, we're here today to talk about a very special show. 5 years old. Happy birthday.
5 years. Wait.
Premiered on... Wait, no. Not like...
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I see where you went, but no.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I see how you got there.
Yeah.
But no, not like that. July 7th, 2015 was the premiere of a very special show, which you might have guessed I'm a very big fan of, and so are you two. It's Monster Musume no Iru Nichijou, or Everyday Life with Monster Girls.
Woo!
Yes. I like this show.
5 years already, man.
It's been 5 years. I
Damn.
didn't watch it airing. I didn't catch it until 2017 when I seriously got into anime. But it was like an instant, oh shit, anime could be like this too? It was an eye-opener.
Now that you mention it, I started watching seasonals in 2016. Spring 2016, I think. So I don't know how I got around to watching this. I must have just sat down and watched it one day for no reason.
Yeah, no, I know exactly how I got to it. Because I started watching seasonals with, I think, I dipped my toes in winter 2017 and then got into it spring 2017 when I realized there were seasons. Because in late December 2016, I was on a Digibro binge. I had just found his, now her, stuff. And I was like, oh man, this looks kind of funny. And they did a video about Konosuba and why it was funny. I was like, this looks great. You know what? I'm going to use their code to sign up for Crunchyroll 2 weeks free. So I binged Konosuba, also Danmachi, a bunch of stuff, just all the most popular stuff. And Monster Musume was there, and I watched it, and I was like, oh, holy shit. More like this, please.
It's like that feeling when you first watch porn. You're like, wait,
holy shit!
Oh my god,
you can do this?
I watched it.
Is this
airing.
possible?
I watched it airing, and it was great because I was telling my buddies about it. And this is a year or two after I came out of the anime closet, where I'm just like, all right, guys, you guys gotta listen to me.
Guys.
More things than you can. I was hammering at their heads, do you guys gotta watch Attack on Titan and Sword Art? It's the best things to happen since sliced bread. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now my mind's changed, obviously, but during that time when I saw the trailer to Monster Musume, I was like, wait. Okay, harems with monster girls, I like it because it's different, and I always like things that are different or self-aware.
Yeah, it's it's a twist on an established thing.
Right. I think that's the direction a lot of anime series are going with now, having the MC that's actually lewd. Oh yeah, I like thighs.
Yeah, these days, and I kind of got into that on the retrospective for spring, where I was praising an old fantasy anime called Lodoss War, Record of Lodoss War, for being genuine. for being about a fantasy setting and just owning it. And with all the tropes and all the stuff that comes with that. Where today, everything has to be this weird, roundabout, snarky takedown of whatever it is. It's like you can't just make a fantasy show. It has to kind of shit on other fantasy shows.
And I like that. I think it might get stale soon, but...
Yeah. I mean, it was fun at first. It's starting to get a little repetitive, I feel, where every rom-com has to have jokes about, oh, that's a flag. You said a flag.
Yeah, like, oh, don't... Or like,
don't
they're always
say
against
that.
Yeah, don't say that. It's a death flag. Or, oh, man, what is this? Like, we didn't even have
what
an
is
episode
this?
together.
A harem manga?
Right. Or I feel like I've seen this before somewhere where I read it. And it's like, okay,
it's all so deeply self-referential. And it was fun at first, because like I loved Konosuba when I watched it, and it does that. It mentions death flags. That was before I even knew what the fuck that was. And then this show, also, Monster Musume, also does that in the second to last episode, dealing with the Grim Reaper.
Right.
It turns out to just be a chuny.
The chuny headless horsewoman who's also a Grim Reaper, defeating her by setting every death flag imaginable and then not dying.
What?
Like,
oh my god.
Nani?
You basically gotta break all the rules. You need, and I like that Casually Explained video where he explains comedy, because it's all about breaking our expectations.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the anime industry is kind of doing in order to stand out more. And I like that, because I want to do like... You remember when I had that idea of like the porn bingo or the hentai bingo?
Yeah.
In general, you could do an anime bingo and be like, here's the anime bingo card for shonen.
Okay, yeah. It's
Here
like,
we go, let's watch.
You know the genre. Here are the stuff it's gonna do.
Yeah, and it's you can't really change the genre midway through a series, not unless you really want to do that. I've watched some series that went from like, this is really lighthearted slice of life. Oh, it's actually thriller horror anime. Cool, but that happens like episode 3.
One would argue that Cautious Hero did that and they didn't like it. I think Ember and Moss did not like that. It has like switched from lighthearted goofs to being kind of really serious. Having a really grimdark tone at some point.
Right.
I didn't mind that. I like that. I like grimdark shit.
Yeah, right. Same with me.
But it was a tonal whiplash that we didn't see coming.
I feel like there's a way to do it. I just think we probably haven't seen an anime series that was able to execute it perfectly, because we go in again, like we go in with the expectations, but if you break our expectations in the wrong way, it turns into like, oh, this is like you just do to me, you fell for my trap card. But Monster Musume, right? It's the expectation for me was like, dude, this is going to be like more or less self-aware of like the harem genre.
This is titties.
But we're adding a spice to it that maybe like not a lot of anime series have delved into. I'm pretty sure monster girls have existed before this anime.
Yeah.
But I like my quote that the quote that my buddy said when we watched the trailer together. I'm like, hey dude, you gotta watch this with me. And then he watched the trailer and I'm like, what do you think of that? He's like, dude, the snake girl, she's holding a condom. Who is that for? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Because like the way Mia was like holding the condom, it's like, she's a snake, right? So she like put it on herself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, no, you would put it... What do you mean, who's that for? It's for the dude.
Wait, I don't get it. Yeah, what are you talking about?
What do you mean,
no, because... no, of course we know it's for the dude, but he was joking like, dude, but she's a snake. Is she gonna like do something to him? Because, I don't know.
Put it on the tail.
Yeah, put it on the tail, and I'm just
that
like...
nimble tail of hers that can undo pants somehow, even though it doesn't have fingers.
Look, that's the quote he told me, and I was cracking up thinking, like, you got a point there. This could go either way.
This could go either way.
Exactly.
And do you even need a condom when banging monster girls? Some probably.
They can still get pregnant.
Yeah, that's actually like a whole plot point.
But do they have a stronger immune system that could fight against human diseases? You know what I mean?
Well, especially like specifically with lamias and arachnes, they are an all-female species, and harpies too, and they kidnap men to share with their village and have kids that way.
Is there a story arc about that?
There are story arcs about this.
Nice.
Poppy lays an egg in an episode.
She lays an egg, but it's not fertilized.
Yeah, but what if it was fertilized? How does a weird human?
Well, no, it would just be an harpy.
Does a baby come out of it? Okay,
it would just be a little bird girl.
Well, you gotta do like the
This
whole
is like
DNA
the
thing.
this is like some weird predatory shit where they steal human genes, but they don't make more humans. They don't even make half humans. They just make their own species.
If it gets fertilized, it's like
So like if they just steal all men away, then humans will die out.
That is really weird. That's like parasitic almost.
It's parasitic. It's like if you play Mass Effect, it's like the Asari. They just make more of them, not half aliens. An all-female species who can breed with everyone and just makes more of themselves. It's kind of insidious.
What the hell? I mean, when you do think about it in this world, if they were to really go by those rules, because like when looking at all the girls, except for the slime girl, she plays by her own rules, obviously. Like, just imagine, like, and it's appropriate that Arachne is the spider that like is gonna like bondage and like wrap you up kind of deal, and then eat you when she's done with her. I just feel like at this point in the anime, it's kind of more they're the ones that are in charge of us humans at this point because they know they could just mess us up if they wanted to because they're the superior race.
Fucking dangerous.
Yeah, they're all dangerous, and yet we're looting them still. It just shows how horny like the human race is.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's like, hey, like yeah, like that snake could break you in half. Yeah, but yeah, I'm into that.
But
It's
a
like,
human
you
could
shouldn't
also
be.
just like shoot them. Like we're dangerous
God.
too. It's just this guy isn't.
So what you're saying is the most dangerous animal is human.
We're the
This
worst
man.
monster of all.
The most dangerous game.
Most dangerous game.
Great story. Great story. I like
But
that.
really, I mean, the kind of point of the series, though, is that the monsters aren't like that at all.
Yeah.
All they want to do is just kind of interact and integrate and be one of everybody. You know?
Yeah, it's a wonderful
And the
story
whole
about
problem.
acceptance and ending,
Yeah.
ending racism.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, you're right.
And
Because in the first
speciesism.
episode, in the
Speciesism,
first
I guess.
Speciesism.
all species matter. You didn't know this?
Oh, that's a thing. I have like talking about the speciesism in this. That couple that shows up to harass them every once in a while.
Yeah.
I
And the
fucking
MC
love them. And in the dub, they're even better because I think they got the voice actor from Mr. Satan to be the guy.
Oh, really?
What?
He's just fucking screaming his ass off.
Hey! Looks like your
my
buddy came to
God.
school with his
funny.
pet snake!
Yeah,
I realized that this has a dub. So
I
thank
rewatched the
you for
whole
telling
thing
me.
with the dub because Sentai
Not
did a
bad?
dub, and then High Dive licensed it, and now it's not on High Dive anymore. And I'm like, no, fix it.
High Dive, get on this right now.
Get on it,
Help us
High
out.
Dive.
So the dub's pretty good.
The dub is okay.
Hmm.
Like, some of the voice actors did a great job. Others did an okay job. I don't think there was anyone who was, like, bad.
Let me throw this out there. Were the really cute moe characters in this anime voiced in a weird way? Because I feel like English VAs have a hard time doing the Japanese
Yes.
moe cute kind of things, and that's
Sue was done very much like Japanese Sue. So she sounded fine. But the very moe characters like Manako and Papi, they both sounded way too
annoying.
like, what would you call it? Because Manako's very meek in the Japanese one. She's very timid. She was not like that here. She just sounded like a consummate professional.
And consummate professional.
Papi did not sound stupid enough.
oh god.
He sounded
I mean,
too
really, why
smart.
would you pass up Ariozawa and Sora Amamiya anyway? You know?
Yeah.
Right.
But some of the translations were fucking great too. Like Papi drops her ice cream and just screams out, "Oh, I wish I had fingers."
See, that's where you got fun. Okay, yeah, I like that.
And the voice actors had fun with it.
Wait, so did Konosuba air after Monster Musume?
Yes.
Okay.
Monster Musume was summer 2015. I think Konosuba was spring 16.
Okay. Because we're rewatching some of this, Centauria reminded me so much of Darkness.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
The
I mean,
tall
100%.
blonde knight who's also like
thick
has a
tits.
kind of a masochistic streak. Like
God,
like,
super embarrassed all the time.
And she's also royalty, right?
and she's royalty, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
there
I
you go.
think she is. Her mom
You
is the
wait-
strongest centaur of their whole clan.
I like that, acting very noble. I like that.
Yeah, she
You can just imagine
dying
darkness,
and down.
right? Just imagine darkness riding on top of Centauria.
Oh my god.
It's like like, I don't know. I have a weird picture in my head right now.
That might be too much. That might be overload. I don't know if I can handle that.
Dude, wait, this is the big collaboration we need. Monster Musume.
Oh,
and
and they also have
Konosuba.
the thing in common that they're the most stacked character in each of their shows.
Exactly. Dude, Cosmo would lose his freaking mind if he saw these monsters. And it could happen because it's Konosuba and they're monsters. Like, can you imagine?
Yeah. They could absolutely have monster girls in Konosuba. Wait, don't they?
Ooh.
They have succubuses.
They did the succubus, yeah.
Which
God.
I don't think... Has there been a succubus in Monster Musume? Even in the manga, has there? There's been a vampire.
I think there has to have been. They
Okay,
make an
but
They
illusion.
have that
I think.
one demon, the Lilith.
Oh no, they definitely have. No, they have succubuses because they're trying to deal with them in. It's
Oh,
like
that's right. It's the hot springs. They
resort or
show up in the
something.
hot
Yeah, yeah,
springs.
yeah.
They're the
They keep
ones
trying
who
to
deal
show up
with
to, like, steal people
problematic
away and
guests by seducing them and then being like, "Oh, he's trying to me. Oh no!
You sound like you're enjoying that. You're like, oh
Oh
god.
no! Jeez!" Or they're like, all smug about it, like,
God.
"Oh, how could you, Mister? Even though I'm a succubus and I made you do it,
Oh,
but now we can
God.
throw you out."
This is getting dark.
It is. It's like these characters are all there's like there's some magic going on. Some of them.
Right. Just imagine Arachnia just like having her way with you, right?
Yes,
and like just
I'm
like
there.
oh yeah, getting hard now. Like and like we were saying before, I think it would be a more pleasurable experience if she was dominating you because I obviously don't have experience in BDSM, but you know, getting tied up with a rope that's uncomfortable would suck.
Like
But then
shitty rope. But she's got
Yeah.
silk rope.
Exactly. She makes herself. She can make it as thick or as thin or as tight as she wants. She probably knows a bunch of different knots that she can.
She
make
knows
from
100.
her mouth there you go.
There's like something happens in the. I've just been rereading some of the stuff that comes right after the show. I've just been rereading that, and I forget why. But she's like, "Oh, your punishment is that I run you through the 100 different tie-up things,
different bondage forms.
Yeah,
I'd run out after like 2. Like, how else is there other ways to
the
tie
turtle shell one seems really hard, and then I don't know, like upside down, I guess.
Whoa. Okay, my going back because I keep scrolling through all the girls. At least the one I least like the most is the mermaid.
Yeah,
Mermaid.
no one likes Mero.
Yeah,
I
just a little
I
bit
don't-
of nothing burger.
I don't get it.
So weird because she's introduced at the tail end. At the tail.
I see what you did
Hey.
there.
Hey.
Oh, where's my
Fuck's sake.
phone? Hold on.
She's
my
introduced
phone?
in episode 4 or 5, and then she's just immediately relegated to a side character while Sue causes chaos in the next episode. Oh wait, no, they just got Sue, and then they get Mero, and then immediately Sue causes more trouble, and then Mero is just not there for the rest of the show.
Yeah, I didn't see much, and I didn't like her goal.
I don't like her
Yeah.
design. I don't like her.
Isn't her whole
motivation.
goal she wants to be like a cuckold?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
wants to be. No, man, she wants to be the guy's mistress.
Which
She gets off
sure.
on tragedy and like unrequited love, and
I mean, is that a form of being? Of like
I guess it.
BDSM?
I mean, people like to call her a cuckold, and I see no reason to curve that trend. It's what
Right,
the
right.
cuckold mermaid, but she's like. I like the reason though because mermaids are all big fans of the Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale, The Little Mermaid.
There's so many little things like
Where-
that in the show, man.
Like, not the Disney version. Fuck that shit.
so great.
The real one, the tragic
Smart.
one, where she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna trade my voice for human legs, and it feels like walking on knives, and everything hurts, and it's shit." And then she doesn't get the prince anyway, and she just fucking dies.
Oh god, that's
It's
that's
just
sad.
suffering.
Right. So what you're saying is she's the embodiment of all of us here.
It's just walking on knives.
Oh god, That's horrifying.
Yeah. So they all love that, and because the mermaid doesn't get with the prince, they're like, "Oh man, that's the peak of romance." Like pining for someone but not getting them. So that's what she wants. She just wants to, on purpose, not win. But they do.
So she's already gonna win, I guess, because this MC's choosing someone else, right?
Yeah, but she also has to become his mistress. I guess. So she has to get with him, but like somehow convince him to cheat on his wife.
I mean that's I guess a level above just trying to find a significant other.
I guess. Yeah, you have to find a significant other who already has a significant other, but is not willing to leave them for you, but is willing to keep you around.
Is that also kind of a reference to like sirens out in the sea, like trying to like hypnotize you to?
I guess.
Like,
maybe.
Yeah.
Is there some siren? Like they do go to.
I'm obviously stretching it too much.
They go to Mero's home at some point, and she's like a straight up princess. She's royalty. She's the
royal
one who's
character.
Royalty.
Get out of here.
Centauria is just like a high level proud knight who wants to serve a master, but Mero is like straight up a princess.
Like her mom's the queen.
Her mom is the queen of Atlantis.
And so that's why she's always sitting on a wheelchair. That's like her moving throne.
Yeah, and you kind of you see that like
it's
every time.
Also the whole not having legs thing.
Yeah,
I think.
she also can't.
I could be wrong.
Except if Sue helps her and molests her in their progress. But no, there's like every time she interacts with someone who deals with water or fish, they're like bowing down to her.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Like they go to the aquarium and everybody's like, "Welcome back, Maroon Lorelei," and they're like lining up, the red carpet roll out. She's like treated as royalty even by people who don't know she's royalty, just because she carries herself in such a noble manner.
I like how you mentioned Sue for a bit, because I just pictured an adorable situation where Sue is a moving blob of water and Mary is inside her. Does that ever happen?
Yes, that happens when
oh, that's adorable.
When the main character when they get the threatening letter, that last whole arc with the letter from D. They get the "Don't you dare choose one of them, death will come for you," or whatever. And it all turns out it was from the first one was from Doppel and the last one was from Lala. Spoilers, by the way.
Oh no, that's fine.
For the only mystery arc in this entire series. No, they go on like a cover-up date. They go on like a fake date. All like Mrs. Smith and all the Mon girls go like take turns going on a date with him to like lure the letter person out. And to spy on him, they all use Sue to dress up as humans in some way. So Mero gets Sue to be her legs.
Aww.
And then later Papi gets Sue to be her arms and bigger tits for some reason. Because she's dressing up as a cosplayer, I think.
Right.
So she needs arms and bigger boobs. And then I think Centauria and Mia use her as a uniform. Like cover up in an ice cream truck. They didn't have uniforms that fit, so they make Sue become their uniform. And she's not big enough for both of them, of course, and hijinks ensue. As they do.
As they do. This is the tradition of the series.
Yeah.
So is the manga like reaching a point where an actual mate is being chosen? Are they going to take that route? Or is it going to be like, oh, they lived happily ever after in the house?
I don't know if they ever will pick one. I feel like they keep doubling back on Mia being the obvious choice, and I think that's right.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with that. She is my second favorite.
You know, first come, first serve.
And she's also first girl meme, and
like literally first come first.
Hey! Oh yeah, she nuts within 2 minutes of the show. He jerks the tail off.
That's true. Okay, so since you talked about first and second, well, what's the ranking for you guys?
Oh, of all of them? Oh man.
Well, let's do main cast, because like I'm looking at like the other girls too. I do like the Cyclops girl and the zombie girl. Like they're hilarious,
Sambina is really fun.
Yeah, she's great.
I think, well, obviously my number one is Papi. No.
Oh my god!
How dare
I was gonna
you?
say like,
How dare I? No, my number one
Dare
is,
you
of
throw
course,
Papi's name under the bus.
Ragnera.
yep.
Number two, Mia. I don't know who my third would be. Maybe Lala. I think I like Lala a lot. Even though she doesn't get a lot of
Really?
screen time. She's great in the manga, though.
She is great in the manga.
I do like the Chuni headless horseman. She's not that monstrous, though. That's like a thing.
What do you
It's
mean
like-
she's not that? Her head comes off.
Her head comes off, but when it's on, she's just like a blue human.
Yeah, I guess.
That's also. That was actually a note
that's
I
how the
took
feature-
watching this. I noticed. It occurred to me that Zombina isn't like another species. She's a zombie. She's human.
Yeah.
It's not a-
formerly alive.
It is
now
I
dead.
guess it is a monster.
Technically, she's no longer human. She's a
I
zombie.
guess
Yeah.
she shed her mortal form.
I mean, were all these monsters formerly humans with their human-like features? Like, are we missing something in the story?
Well, they all
Probably
come from
not.
like Greek mythology, so it's safe to assume that they're all either a result of a curse or Zeus
Zeus
raping
was
somebody.
Yeah, Zeus was just going at it. Like, what else could we make?
Zeus was like, "Oh shit, dude, I'm gonna make myself into a bull and have sex with this woman." Whoops, that's a minotaur.
If you go along with that kind of stuff, though, you get into some weird. Because like in the manga, they show like there's a leech girl, there's a lamprey girl. Like how did that happen?
Wow.
The leech girl is fucking dope.
Leech girl is so good.
That's something
There's a
about her
mosquito
that's
girl.
great.
Jesus, they're just throwing out every single thing.
there's like a
Like,
wasp.
mosquitoes aren't monsters.
And like suddenly they
yeah.
have this
A
whole
mosquito
cadre
girl
of
is a
insect
monster,
girls who
probably.
all like live together in a shared space.
Oh, geez, mosquito girl. I'm getting
Mosquito
flashbacks
girl,
to that one best
Bee
girl
girl.
contest.
They have a vampire. That's an insect, but there is a vampire.
Right.
God, there's so much. Like I wanted to catch up on the
Is
manga
there
more.
is there a ghost girl? Because ghosts are monsters, right?
There hasn't been ghosts yet.
Oh.
I mean, Lala's almost in that category because
Almost.
she does show up in like the afterlife.
She does, because
Sometimes.
I actually just read that. Like, the guy has several near-death experiences where he's, like, on a field and Lala is there, like, don't worry, when you die, I will claim your soul.
Yeah, and like he sees his grandpa, so it's clearly supposed to be the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He's, like, almost
And then
he's
he
about
wakes
to cross the
creative like
river
that.
several times.
And then he wakes up, and then you see Lala there. It's like, hey, you're awake. Like,
Ah,
oh,
shit.
God damn it.
Yeah, I think... Well, yeah, to wrap that up, I think my top three is Ragnar, Mia, and Lala.
Yeah, we'll
How
do
about
top
you
3 to
guys?
5. Yeah.
Bacon.
So my number one is Sue.
No. Okay.
No. Yeah, see, I know you're gonna say. Well, the thing is, it's a toss up between Sue and Mia, in my opinion.
Okay.
But I do Sue because I feel like Mia's like the too obvious choice. But I'll pick Sue just for the sake of yeah, just like messing with you, like, ooh, she could be as thick as she wants.
Yeah, because she could
Or
be
she
anything
could-
you want.
Yeah, dude, I wake up every day. It's a new girl.
Yeah, but she's also
Oh my
a
God.
dumb shit and she'll drown you in your sleep.
I already want to die anyway.
That's true. It's really
That's
just
true.
who's the most
It's
lethal
not-
of these? Who would most probably
it's who's
accidentally kill you?
I think you just. I've always wanted to sleep on a waterbed, so there you go.
Oh, shit.
It's gonna be awesome.
Oh shit!
So I probably say like Sue at number one for round 2, Mia. The 3, I'm actually, if I would be looking at main cast, 3 I'd be looking at Arachnia.
Nice.
But then if we were to step outside main cast, I'll pull Zombina. Because like I know it's like all girls that are monster,
Yeah.
but I like looking at the main cast just for the sake of like those ones get the most screen time.
right.
But
I do think Zombina is like a big fan favorite.
hell
Zombina's
yeah.
I
great.
see people talk about Zombina a lot. Like obviously I'm on the Monster Musume subreddit and stuff. People love Zombina. People also love Polt, the dog girl.
Yeah, dude, I'm about it. Yeah, I like her.
She's nice. She's more in the first OVA, where that's the weirdest thing of that whole OVA, because like they're all testing out her interspecies gym, and it's a great episode. But there's like a thing where Monaco gets something in her eye, and the scene is Polt like licking her eyeball for a
Oh, God.
full minute, and then she like nuts. I think.
I guess some people are into that.
I guess that's
Well,
for somebody.
It's funny that you say that because when I was trying to research weird Japanese news for one of the panels I was trying to work on for my local con, there was an actual trend in Japan that was eye licking. That was a thing amongst. I'm not sure if it was amongst like adults, but I think it was amongst like teenagers. I'm not sure if there's like an abstinence thing going on.
Just
but it
like,
was,
eye infections aren't sexy, man. I'm just saying.
I think it was like a trend of just trying it out.
Yeah, but also if you have a girl whose face is like 50% eyeball, you'd want to try it, right?
Oh god,
Might as well.
Especially if she seemed like she liked it, so
yeah, she was way into
win-win.
it.
There you go.
For the side note, the ending punchline I had for that segment was "Hungry eyes." That joke fell flat. Okay, it's
Hungry
fine.
Eye. What the fuck is that?
It's that one song.
You don't know that one song?
Hungry Eyes. All I know is
you could go private eyes. They're watching you.
God damn it.
it's been a while.
It's been a while since
Okay, as for my ranking,
yes.
don't call me sus, please.
Papi?
I think Poppy's number one. She's number one. Okay, first of all, she's an adult. Okay, I just want to get that out.
Same age as me. Let's get that out.
She shows like her license
Sue.
in like the second episode. So
yeah.
And I don't know. I really have a thing for those kind of relentlessly positive, makes friends of everyone, doesn't let anything get them down kind of person.
The sunny disposition airhead.
Yeah, I mean she's literally a bird brain.
Yeah, she takes 3 steps and resets.
Oh, where's my phone?
And to make up for her, not so impressive front side, they give her a giant ass. And I'm not exactly an ass man, but I can.
She doesn't have a giant ass, but she has a very round ass.
Have you seen those? Like, there's gifs out there, man. I'm just saying they overcompensate.
That's true. Like every time they do a butt shot of her, it is nice.
It's a lot more
I guess it's not giant, but it's like tight.
Yes,
I guess you would call it.
Yeah. There are different types.
good
I'm the
bubble
booty
butt.
expert. Yeah, there you go. Like it's shaved. He clearly looks like she squats a lot. I mean, that's the way
she's for the
birds
ass
fly.
man.
She could jump. She's got
and
the
like they do
fast twitch.
make fun and say that like she's a lolly or whatever, and they think she's a kid. But I'm like, I never consider her a lolly. I was never like,
honestly,
that's a child.
She
Sue
does
acts
act
more
kind
like
of childish sometimes.
She does act kind of, I guess. But then you look at her and she's got legs for days. It's like, no, that's not supposed to be a kid.
literally legs for days.
But also bird legs with massive like claws on the
right.
Talons.
That's true. Yeah.
I think it is assumed though that they're all of age, and we're not going to get into that conversation again because
the only one in question would be Sue, I guess. But do slimes even do that? And the whole thing about being of age. Let's actually get into it.
Okay.
Because they're all like half animal hybrids.
We're going off by that whole average lifespan.
So
of
we're
this
all
animal's
just pushing
10 years.
our human experience onto them, and that's not okay.
That's not right. Yeah, it's not right. Yeah, it's racism.
Not right.
It's against the message of the show, really.
It's like you have Polt. She's like a dog girl. Do they age in dog years? Do they age in human years? We don't know.
Oh, you think she's like 7?
Maybe they
like
have
10?
really short lifespans and mature quickly. Maybe they're like elves and live 500 years, and they're not adults until they're like 50.
And just like going back to I'm blanking on the anime, the Species anime, right? How they're like, oh, how could you do it with that elf? She's 800 years old. It's like, look at her, man.
Oh, look at her.
Look how
She's
tight she is.
fucking amazing. And then he's like having sex with a 50-year-old human because to him that's super young, but the human is like, oh, that's gross. Look at her. She's a grandma.
Right, exactly. So
yeah.
What we're saying is that we don't judge.
Yeah.
As long as you're above age.
Right.
And they have like lore reasons for Papi looking young. Like, of course, it's just to excuse it, but it's like, obviously, a harpy would have to be smaller because they have to fly.
Right. Not unless you look like the Harpy sisters from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oof. The harpies in really any other fiction where they don't consider that at all.
They could feather my duster, that's for sure.
They could dust my feathers.
Yeah. Ooh.
So what you're saying is you like Papi because you like Liz and the Bluebird.
Exactly. Liz and the Poppy Harpy.
The Papi Wahapi Papi.
I'm not playing
Happy,
the horn
Papi,
on that
happy,
one.
Papi, Papi.
That's actually my favorite clip on YouTube.
I fucking
have it
love
saved
that.
in my favorites.
She's such a dumbass, but we love her. We stand a stupid
Ouch.
bird.
They do this great running gag where she only takes 3 steps before she forgets something.
Yeah. And she just resets.
They do like that thing where her mind just goes completely blank. And in the manga, there's a great moment where Darling is really surprised that Poppy's able to remember stuff, and he realizes that he's carrying her, so she hasn't taken 3 steps yet.
And that's when her mom shows up. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh wait. We should, before we get into the mom stuff, because I do want to continue into what the manga continues.
So wait,
with.
Poppy's just his number one.
Yeah, Poppy's number 1.
2 or 3?
Who's 2 and 3?
Okay. Yeah.
I think this is a little weird and a little embarrassing, but
That's fine.
all of my no, I don't mean that. All of my like electronics are named after Monster Musume characters for some reason.
Nice.
Like my computer has a green light on it, so I called it Sue.
Cool.
My laptop is silver and blue, so I called it Poppy. And I have a red cover on my tablet, so it's Mia.
Nice.
And I guess those are my 3. There you go.
Oh, all right. Oh, okay, no, I'm about it.
Okay.
That's adorable, actually. Yeah, it's just
I'll probably put Mia above Sue.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do
She's so
see
earnest.
the appeal for Sue. On the other hand, I do like to think of her as the coward's choice.
Ragna is so good.
Because
though.
you're not choosing a
She's gotta be in there
preference. You're
somewhere.
like, oh, she could be anything.
Well, no, because Sue has a personality, and
Does
it's
she?
great. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
maybe it is a
there.
little too childish at times, but
Fair
she's
enough.
like always trying to help.
She's helpful. Yeah. She's very childlike most of the time. But then when she eats a lot of vitamins, she becomes really smart. Or she eats a lot of poisonous plants and she becomes toxic. That's a great moment in the last episode when she's just
that would
like
keep me in
shitting on
check.
everybody for being freeloaders because she ate a bunch of poisonous plants.
Oh, God.
Oh wow, is that the poison speaking? So she literally becomes toxic.
I know. I mean, that's a good signal just in general. Just, hey, don't consume anything toxic. Get off those games. And it's like, oh God, it's hurting me. It's like she's basically a reminder to have a healthy life, which is nice.
There you go.
I'm all about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Where the anime ends, that's right before we get to meet a bunch of the moms. It's like the
How
literal
is
next.
Poppy's
No, wait.
mom?
The actual where the anime actually ends is right before the second OVA, and then where that ends is before the moms.
Monster MILFs. That'd be a great spin.
Monster Musume.
Monster Musume. Ooh.
So, like, season 2, if there ever is one, Jesus Christ, Studio Lurch, please, oh my God, I beg of you. This
need
must have
funding.
made so much money, right?
Dude, the Mia body pillow. I still want that.
I want that. That 21-foot fucking
Is that
body
like
pillow.
hundreds of dollars? I mean, I would totally. I want it
I
too.
would
I
dude,
think the
you would
number
nap
on it was
so
like
good.
300.
Oh God.
Keep in mind too, you're talking to a guy who spent $350 on a Terra Jumbo Love Live Nesso, which is right behind me. But so if I'm willing to pay that much for a Nesso, that's kind of hard to cuddle with, honestly. Of course, would have paid that much for Mia. Hell, they should make an Arachnia body pillow. That's
Yes,
actual,
I
like,
have made
spider
sketches
size.
of this and posted
Oh,
before.
really?
I want it to
Dude.
be. I will try to find it, or at any rate, I will recreate it and put it on screen here. It is.
Please do. Thank you.
A normal body pillow in the middle, kind of pear-shaped, because it's the body and of course the human top, right? And then 8 protruding pillow legs.
And each of those legs is like the size of an actual anime girl body. Dude,
Exactly.
Like a
They would
beanbag.
be like
they should make Arachnia beanbag.
2 yards each.
Yo.
And you can like wrap it around. They would have to have like Velcro on the end so they can meet on the back and like kind of lock in place, you know?
Oh, my
God.
dude, you're thinking.
Imagine
big
being hugged by
brain.
that.
Bruh.
You don't hug the pillow hugs you.
Yeah.
That's next level.
That is next level. Or it would be like those snap-on reflective things. You know, the ones you put on your pant leg and then you won't get hit by a car. So like when you hug the pillow, it snaps and the legs just clamp around you.
Ooh. You should be magnetic too, so then right when you plump on your
like there would have to be some like otherwise you have to kind of like reach around and put the legs in your back yourself, and that's kind of awkward. You want it to be like you jump down on it and it's like slam,
it comes to life.
Place.
I think you can't get out. You're like, oh god,
help, Mom! No, wait, not Mom. Shit, Dad. Dad will understand.
How can I explain this? Help! I've fallen. I
can explain. It's not what it looks like. Or it is exactly what it looks like, honestly.
God, I just picture in the future, like when we're all married, it's like, honey, could you get me off of this anime girl body pillow?
And like when we're all married, it's like we're in VR, just having our own harem, just everybody's sitting there.
Oh god,
oh man.
I'm just waiting for that day in the future where I just get that knock on the door saying, honey, how do you want me to dry your Neso? Air dry it, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
How do you want me to dry your large Mia body pillow? Like, oh yeah, just
there's something in the washer. Did you leave it there? Oh my god, Mom, don't look at that.
Oh no.
No.
What did I tell you?
You run out with the toast in your mouth. You run into an anime girl on the way. Oh shit. Sorry.
On a funny side note, before we move out of the pillow talk, is when my Neso first came in, I unboxed it and cleaned it.
What is Neso? Is that a body pillow?
Yeah, this entire time I have no idea what a Neso is.
Oh my god, you guys know what Neso is?
No.
Is that the girl from Pokemon?
So you've seen those Love Life pillows that like look derpy, right? Like they're laying on their stomach and their heads are really big.
It's the what's the meme? It's with Astolfo, right? I think so.
I am unclear on all of this.
Apologies. So here's what they are. It's these ones. They're really rampant in the Love Life fandom.
Oh, those.
Yeah. So I have.
How big are they?
So they have. Oh, I'm glad you asked. I know quite a few sizes.
They are 10 feet tall.
there is a graph of the sizes. Like there's the mini ones.
A graph.
And then there's like the. I don't have it on me right now, but the biggest size. So jumbo is kind of like normal pillow size. We're talking like 2 feet. Like, you know what I mean? And then there's smaller ones, like the mini ones that you can have on your keychain. And then there's like not recently, many years ago, they came out with Terra Jumbo, which is above Jumbo.
Terra Jumbo.
Yeah, Terra Jumbo
Jumbo
is huge, and it's I'll post this picture.
Oh, that's awesome! Like a whole stack of them.
Yeah. It drains money, man.
Oh, of course.
But that's basically the size.
I'd imagine.
But the very bottom one is the jumbo one, and I'm pretty sure that's the jumbo. And this is Terra Jumbo. Here's a woman hugging it.
Oh,
I have
God.
that one.
It's like a real life Powerpuff Girl.
That's great.
Yes. Yeah, and
Man,
I have one.
I hate that you exposed me to this because now I really want one.
Oh, dude,
I really want
Doctor.
the Nico one. Because I don't like Love Life, so I like Nico.
You could just get Nico one.
I just love that intense troll energy. I like any character that has that. Hence why I love Ragnarok.
Oh my gosh. Well, I like Nico, but the overall thing I'm trying to say is like, these are what Nestles are, and there's always been jokes about is there gonna be a bigger size than Terra Jumbo? It's like I don't know, maybe if
the Omega
given
Jumbo
up money. There was a prank though on April Fool's. I think it was last year or 2 years ago, where there was a giant inflatable one that was like enormous, and it was at the town where these girls are from, like Numazu, I think. I could be wrong. And that was a prank. It was just like, oh, here's the next size Terra Jumbo. It's as big as like 3 houses. And even fans were like, so how much? It's like, how much is it? It's not for sale. But they'd buy it for sure.
Oh my god, yeah. They'd rent like a warehouse just to keep it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I guess it's like a plushie. You can probably squeeze it down to a manageable size. Then you open the closet one day and it just explodes out.
They didn't do that for mine. When I saw the box, it was the size of what it was supposed to be. And I was like, oh, I know what that is. And the story I was trying to say was like, when I unboxed it and left it on my couch because I was like cleaning, I hear my mom. She's like, Anak, what are you doing with your big head? I'm like, what? Big head. I'm like, big head? Me? I walked out and she was pointing at it. I was like, Mom, it's a pillow. She's like, oh, I know, but it's so big.
But it's so big head.
I know. Just the way she said it was adorable. I was like, yeah. So that's the one
great.
I have behind me. That's Maki.
Maki
yeah.
love.
Yes.
I mean, I would 100% get. So this entire thing is called nesoberi. That's why nesoberi.
Nesoberi.
Right. Okay. I would totally get like some small ones of these of the cast of this. 100%.
For sure. It's more a thing for like idol. They do Nessos. Like I have one of Yukari from Großen Panzer, but there's not Nessos of everyone. But I think I like the general style of it. People get creeped out like, oh, there's no pupils. But I'm just
but then people also like Funko Pops, so they can shut up. People can shut up.
I do own some for sure, and I have a friend that collects them. So yeah, we will move on.
I have some Funko Pops, mostly ones where that standardized face doesn't bother it too much.
I mean, mine are cheap. I get them because they're cheap, and second, if it's a quick thing for me to get signed by voice actors.
Yeah, some video game characters like Reaper and Oryx.
Favorite moments from Monster Musume.
Favorite moments. What are some of your favorite moments?
I'd probably say, other than the MC doing that perfect like punch on those
oh my god,
2 people that are creed out.
Talk about the Sakuga.
Just
Falcon punch.
When I watched that, I was like, if only this was a combat anime, this would be like One Punch Man. Like that was really well done.
Yeah, like Studio Lurch can pull out the smooth animation when they want to.
Mm-hmm,
like in all, this show is actually kind of really beautiful. It is above the cut for like rom-com anime. It looks really pretty. And
like,
one
I
thing,
fell in love with the
it's well
animation straight from the very first scene, where it's like the first couple of seconds you just see Mia's boob flop out and hit him in the face, and I don't know why. It's just from that moment I was like, I know this is something.
Yeah, this is awesome.
special.
Like they care about the details, and that was actually a funny part in the dub. It was like when I kind of liked the dub immediately. Is when the nipple pops out and he's like, "Oh, there it is." The delivery is good. But yeah, like the animation is really good. And one thing they actually improve, like the manga has really crisp art. I do love the manga art. But one thing that artists really cannot do is draw noses.
Oh really? I didn't notice.
The faces all like when he tries to do faces at an angle, they always look kind of flat. They have that weird, like almost like Katanagatari, that line. So the faces look a little flat even when they're tilted to the side. And that's one thing they fix in the anime, quote unquote fix. Like, if you like that, then you like that. But they changed that for the anime, and I think it looks better, honestly.
You know, Joe from Pause and Select made a whole video about how Monster Musume's cinematography is great.
I should watch that.
Yeah,
I should have watched that before we did
if
this.
If that's not a testament to the show, then I don't know what is. Because
yeah.
Joe's out here making videos about like Jinro and the morality of Jinro, and then also, hey, Monster Musume cinematography.
Just need Alexander to make the importance of Papi and Monster Musume or whatever.
Exactly. Can I go commission that? I'm gonna go DM him right now.
Yeah, I'll make him do importance of Ragnarok, because I feel like a lot of people sleep on her, and I think she's the best character in the show.
Yeah. You know, so I was catching up on the manga for this podcast, and what I didn't notice, or maybe I did and I just had to remember, is that Darling points out that Ragnara, all the other characters have this kind of physical comedy slapstick kind of stuff with Darling.
Yeah, she does
they
not.
all hit him, and she never hurts him, not once, because she's so self-aware of what she can do and like who she is.
That's the thing I like about the show on rewatches and stuff. It's like you see the other girls and they're like, oh, they fall in love with Darling for more or less really, it's like immediately and for really shallow reasons a lot of the time. And it's like, okay, cool. It's like Mia gets put there by accident and is treated well. It makes sense that she would be enamored with him right away. Because he treats her like you would anyone who needed help at that moment and is not afraid of her being a snake. So it's similar to the Ragnar motivation. Papi just kind of shows up and just likes him for whatever reason.
I always thought it kind of looked like the relative. I don't want to say brother sister, but kind of like the relative.
Oh, but she says kind of relationship. Brother sister. She's like, I never had a big brother. I wish would you be my big brother? And he says, okay, and then she's like, okay, let's fuck then.
Oh god, that's why I wanted to avoid saying it. But yeah, that's how it feels. I think for everyone they try to at least make it a little different.
Yeah, and like
Centauria like the different forms of love
like
kind of deal.
Trying to she's like doing all the rom-com tropes to like summon a soulmate kinda. And then at first she doesn't like him, and then he like blocks a sword strike for her, and it's like, oh, what a noble master. And then she
like
also loves him. But like Mia and Ragnaria I feel like they have the best motivations, because it's like for Ragnaria, oh man, there's like 100 layers to this. Like getting from one end to the other. It's the whole Papi laying an egg thing, and then the creepy camera guy shows up, and Darling pretends to crush the egg to punch him in the face, and the cameraman still thinks that was the Papi egg, which would be worth 3 million yen. So he goes back home, where he has Ragnaria, because her host family sold her off because she accidentally scratched their daughter. So she's there, hating on humanity, being like, "Aw, man, society isn't ready for me, so I hate society." And she has her Joker moment, and she like spindles him up, and it's like, "Oh man, this guy Darling was willing to throw away 3 million yen just to protect this harpy." So she's interested. He's like, is there really a guy who is this non-judgmental and just cares about the well-being of his monster girls more than money? And she can't believe it. So she kidnaps him and like tests him. And it ends up with her staying there, and he accepts her for who she is. And she clearly has like insecurities about what she is, because she knows humans are afraid of spiders. She knows she is like pointy all the fuck over. She's really dangerous if she doesn't watch out. And it's like, I like that. That's like the only character in this show that has like several layers.
I mean, it's cool that they do that, because it's almost as if it's testing us as humans as how would you react if you saw
a massive
being
spider
like this. Right.
Like you missed out on the most important part. Oh. The reason that Darling convinces her that he is such a good person is because instead of seeing her as a spider and then as a quote unquote monster, he gets really turned on by her legs.
Hell yeah!
He really likes legs.
Hell yeah.
It's a leg.
Oh, she's like, "Oh man, you're getting a boner. That's just because you see my human tits." And then he's like, "Nah, man, your legs, dude."
Like that's the beauty of it. It's just that he just so automatically is accepting of anyone, of anything they are. It's so wholesome.
It's really like their relationship is really wholesome, because a lot of the stuff they do, whenever he's out, she like stays home with Papi or Suu or whatever. She's like the mom of the household in a way.
Oh, she really is.
And like fixes everybody's stuff, offers
she's definitely the most
constructive solutions. She's very responsible, while she also does love to tease. So
this does bring up like a good question of like who would like, of course, taking the physical side out of this, who would be like legitimately make the best like wife?
I think that would be Ragnaria.
She could multitask, man, like cooking, cleaning, all that stuff. Look at
I don't think they ever cover if she's a good chef or not, because cooking duty is pretty much 100% Darling and Mia, because Mia wants to get
she's
better.
known for being like a little lazy though, right? They call her a homebody.
Yeah,
That's
she
what
wakes
spiders are, right?
up really late
you know,
in
they
the second OVA. She's like, "Oh man, where's everybody? Where's breakfast? It's 10. Oh shit."
Oh man.
Like at least Mia tries to like cook. I mean, she's a terrible cook.
Mia wants
tries.
to be.
Like,
she's like practicing wife things. Like she's really into it. She's giving it her all, but she fucking sucks. She can't help
trying,
Mia. She's trying. She'll get there. Yeah, I think Mia or Ragnaria, my top two, would be the best wives of the crew.
Right.
Although I feel like
I'd
Mia would be more likely to accidentally kill him, so I would go with Ragnaria. Because every time she gets excited, she breaks his fucking neck. It's like the whole scene where she's shedding just ends with her twisting his neck like 4 times around.
Like me, I got back problems. If she was wrapping me up, I'd be stop, no, you're aggravating.
Or maybe she would like squeeze you and everything would pop into place.
Yeah, maybe she could be like a chiropractor.
Yeah.
I already do go to the chiropractor, but if she does it wrong once, I'm dead.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta have Sue so she can heal you.
Yeah.
There you go.
dude. There you
But
go.
that whole
You can
Ragnarok
warm her
plotline
up a
thing
bit, you know.
It's also why I love the second OVA. And I think, Bacon, you said you hadn't seen any of the OVAs?
I haven't. I forgot that
Oh my
they're
god,
OVAs,
you
man.
should. The second one is the best one. Because it's chapter 25 or 6 of the manga. And it's the girl from the house that sold off Ragnarok comes back and is like, I'm ready to take care of Ragnarok again. I want her back.
No.
So it's like,
no.
Ragnarok's like packing up and the girl is like touring the house and just talking about, I'm ready for the challenge that is living with Ragnarok. And the girls are like, oh man, asking her questions. And she's being like unknowingly super rude to everybody the whole time.
Well,
and then
typical rich people,
And
right?
then Darling comes home and is like, ah man, I won't let you do that because you keep talking about Ragnarok as if she's a challenge to be
As
overcome.
if she's a problem to be solved.
Yeah, she's a
Like an
problem to be
object.
solved. She's a test.
It's so, I mean, just that entire thing is such a nice nuanced take on, because the girl has good intentions. Like, she really wants to try to make this work and she feels bad about what happened.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Darling points out how she's kind of, being rude to Ragnarok and calling her a challenge. And it's not even about making
not what
sure
it's
that
about,
Ragnarok
man.
is happy.
Yeah. That's not how we should go into any
Like, you wouldn't
kind of
expect a show
relationship.
that's just, like, on surface, an excuse to look at tits, to have these, like, really nice, really wholesome, nuanced moments
They have
underneath.
yeah, they do.
That's why I like it so
And
much.
And I want that more in general when it comes to these shows, because like on paper, people are like, "Oh, okay, harem show, a lot of lewdness and comedy ensues," but they can't throw in wholesome moments to make it look like they're actually trying. But at least in Monster Musume, they're legitimately trying to make it good.
Yeah, because it's like, first of all, of course, it's an excuse for looking at very nicely animated titties. But it's also, it has this layer of acceptance and being nice to people, treat people like people. Even if they're like 90% massive spider, you treat them like a person.
And 100% reason to remember the name.
And what?
Okay.
But I told you, man. I hear
Dude, that track
weird-
slaps, by the way. It's fucking awesome.
Exactly, dude. That defined all my high school career. Dude.
What is
Every
it?
time
Like
people
50%
talk percentages.
focus, 50% pain,
10% pleasure.
100% reason to remember the name. Oh my god!
Oh my.
And that
But
was,
really,
that's
Monster
a
Musume
throwback.
is like the ultimate example of you can have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
A lot of these shows, we were talking about it earlier, but a lot of these shows, they almost try to hide the fact that they're kind of like schlock. Like the fan service is like random and
Yes.
out of nowhere, and then they quickly brush it under the rug and try to move on with like some kind of semblance of a plot or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, that's high school
Right.
DxD in a nutshell.
Yeah.
It's
But
like
Monster
big
Musume.
old-
It's like self-aware and
Yeah.
all of the lewdness arises through interesting and funny situations.
There's also the whole, like, most of the comedy comes from the fact that it's illegal for him to bang any of them. That's the whole
Oh yeah,
plot
the
element we
FBI
forgot
is
to
always
mention.
watching
It's
them.
that, okay, sure, we have all these other species coming to Japan to stay. You can't fuck them, though. And they're all super horny. So he gets selected to be like the test,
The foster
like the
parent.
guinea pig for marriage with interspecies marriage. So
Oh god, that's so weird. Can you
it's-
imagine that?
it's
like
all
after
hanging on
he-
him. To if like he has to marry someone, and then everybody will be free to bang their interspecies girlfriends. So he's really holding back society by not just picking one right away.
That's
To be
so
honest,
weird,
though, I don't think he's holding back anybody.
No,
If,
not
if,
really.
especially if you look in the manga,
In the
there's
manga,
definitely
everybody's
something
just
going
fucking
on.
anyway.
Everyone's just ignoring it anyway.
Yeah, they go to the hot spring. Everybody's bringing home.
He's
a slime
unlucky
girl.
that he's the one that's being studied by the FBI and like all the
Oh yeah,
scientists and
you
stuff
have
like
you
that. 'cause
have the wonderful Mrs. Smith, who's fucking awesome. I love Smith,
She is great.
the biggest monster of them all.
the biggest monster is ourselves.
Oh my god.
And that's the thing too. I just think it'd be super funny, like after he does get married, and he ends up mating with his wife.
Mating.
Like you just have like a whole group of scientists just like observing him as like, let's see how he does it. Oh, that's how they do it.
Honestly,
yes.
all this stuff kind of does come up in the manga. There's this whole organization where interspecies girls can like provide, not sexually, but they can like provide their quote unquote services. So like a bee girl goes and makes honey, and spider girls go and make silk, and then they get paid for it. So it's like a side gig because Monster Girl product, I guess, is like really valuable.
What the?
This is also how the infamous farm arc starts.
Whoa.
Because for some reason, I forget why.
Oh my god. Is it cowgirls? Really? Are we doing this?
I think he has to work off some debt. For some reason, they accrue some debt, and he has to work it off on a farm. And that farm is run entirely by like farm animal cowgirls, like sheep girls, goats, satyrs, minotaurs, everything. And it goes on for like 10 chapters.
And 10 chapters of just milking them and milking them.
And of course it all culminates in another, you know, like in episode 3 there's the whole full moon thing, where they go fucking berserk trying to fuck them. Of course that also happens on the farm arc. So there's an entire farm of animal girls just trying to kill him. Rip him apart. It's fucking awesome. And that's the main reason I want a second season.
Man, so what you're saying is I already did read the manga without even reading it. Because all the scenarios I was thinking in my head, I was just like, what?
I feel like all the nice character moments, all the stuff we talked about that is really nice, there's kind of less and less of that in the manga. There's not a whole lot of it. Like the heart.
Really? I don't know about that. Because one of my favorite moments in the manga is when Papi befriends the vampire.
Oh, yeah, that is nice. That's a long time ago, though.
Is it? Oh, I mean, I guess it is.
Well, also, the manga doesn't... It's like, okay, it's like 2 chapters apart. In real life, that's like 8 months, because it is updating so slowly now.
Yeah.
I think that's after it transitioned to online publication. For some reason, that also slowed it way down. Also, because the guy... The
chapters are pretty big, though.
Yeah, it's long chapters. But the guy who draws them, Okayado...
Oyako?
I think it's Okayado.
Crab guy.
Crabman. He's also working on another Monster Girl series called 12 Beast. It's not as good. It's like a combat harem thing. It's okay, but it's very similar art. It's also got a lot of the same types of Monster Girls. Like his main companion is Harpy in this, and there's all kinds of shenanigans happen.
So he's just really into Monster Girls.
He just really likes them, I guess. But the thing is, he was keeping up with this and 12 Beast at the same time, and he kind of worked himself into hospitalization from stress. So he was like just out of commission for like half a year. Forced hiatus. And then ever since then, releases have slowed down. It makes sense. It's like, it's fine. Just like, keep it going. Don't kill yourself. We're just thankful that we get a chapter every 3 months or something.
And Hunter x Hunter fans would like to talk to you.
Hunter x Hunter, yeah. Whatever. Is that because... I forget. Hunter x Hunter. Is that because the guy is hospitalized?
Togashi has back problems.
Yeah, it is some kind of illness thing.
I feel that back problems suck. You just can't function. But, I don't know.
You should try being older than you are.
Oh god!
I'm over here.
You're saying it's getting worse. Stop.
I'm saying I have like a fucking like a gel that I put on my wrist because it just hurts all the time. I have like a numbing gel. It's really good. And then I just started painting Warhammers, so I sit crouched over, and my back is just killing me.
Dude, here I need to link you a channel that I've been following that helps with like back stretches and stuff like that. I've been getting into yoga.
Oh,
and yeah, I think that's gonna be my thing because I know like I've over the years on this channel or like whatever, I've revered myself as like the strong anime lover now. Dude, those days are starting to dwindle now, man. Like I can't.
You're like 7 feet tall. You lift a truck.
No, I can't. I wish I was like Brian Shaw and them, but it's starting to like I need to hang up the weights now.
You walk up to the weight and you say, "You good?" And then it lifts itself.
It just cowers in fear.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, like, as much as I love reminding us of our mortality.
I know, yeah.
It's like,
Bacon, you're talking about how he must really like Monster Girls. I guess you don't know. Okayado, which is his name, he he made us start as he was a manga assistant for someone by drawing a shorter series about monster girls, where it was following like these like 7 brothers who are all twins, and each of them has a different monster girl pair, and there's these like series of comics of their adventures with their monster girl girlfriend.
I
They're
think I
really
have
good.
seen
You
this.
the thing is, they are lewder. Like they're actually like they're almost doujinshi, so
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
good though.
I know. I have
Sorry,
seen
you almost
these.
kind of lost me when you said 7 brothers, all twins, and I was like, that's an odd number. When something's not adding up. Oh man. So that was his starting point. That kind of gave him more momentum to go into Monster Musume, because kind of like how what's that hentai artist Togashi with Shokugeki kind of thing. Like, oh yeah, it's like I do like lewd stuff in the beginning, and then oh look, now I could do my same style, just less lewd with an actual like
And with plot.
series. Yeah,
Exactly.
an actual plot.
Although you can tell that he
Nice.
really did put like a lot of thought into what accommodations a monster girl would need.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It's really cool. Yeah. Just about how, like Lamias need really big bathrooms and
Oh
And
yeah,
then
yeah,
RPs
yeah.
need places with power lines and
See, that's what I like most about this. It's almost as if he's really thought in his head or dreamed.
It's
about
like the
having a monster
logistics
girlfriend.
of what would it be like to live with all these? What would they
Right.
need?
Yeah, I mean, everyone thinks, oh, it'd be so great to have a girlfriend, dude. You gotta like feed her. You gotta like
Fuck,
take
it's
care of her.
21-foot long snake woman. Where the fuck are you gonna keep her?
I know exactly. Like your apartment, no. If you can't handle,
Then they
having her
show
body
Mia's
pillow.
room and she's got like a normal bed. It's like, it makes no sense.
and she's
Right.
like cold blooded and
So it's gotta be warm, really warm in the house.
Yeah.
Because imagine having Arachnia as like your wife. I feel like your house has to be not only big, but it's got to accommodate like a huge place for webs. You know what I mean? It's just like,
And, like you
I
gotta
mean, that's
have,
her bed.
you're gonna have a talk about please clean up. Like I know it's spider webs and they break down on their own after a while, but could you please just like not
Just
leave a
walking
mess?
through every time you wake up in the morning to go to the bathroom, you're walking into webs. And it's
Oh,
on your
walking through that like that one string across the doorway, and you're just like,
oh
"Gah!"
no.
waving
I
your
know,
hands in the
dude.
air like an idiot.
all the time.
Except
That
this is like a
sucks.
string the size of a rope, and it just like clotheslines you, and you're on the floor.
You're falling down the stairs and then you're all twisted. I was
Then
like,
you
oh
die.
god.
Then you die, and you're like, worth it.
That's it. That's how you die.
But
Dude,
dude, you
the most
met
difficult
that.
to live with.
There's like a famous cosplayer, and you met her, the one who does Ragnarok.
Yes, I
Did you talk to her? Was she nice?
No, there was a big line.
Oh,
I didn't even know
man.
her name. Like right when I saw her, I'm like, I gotta get a picture of that.
Gotta
Tell
get
them
a
about
picture
that.
of that.
And I did, and that was it.
It's a fucking epic cosplay. I will obviously put it on screen.
It's so good.
It seems like it would be such a pain in the ass to set up. And how the fuck did she
swamp-ass,
make
man.
it? It's got to be like just a chair she sits in, right?
pretty sure it is.
like a
Because look, you see her
throne.
legs dangling, so
But
she's
how
like,
the
"Oh yeah, I'm just."
fuck did she make it?
Did she make that all herself? There's no way. Yeah, at that point, when you're a high level cosplayer, you have helpers. Right.
Yeah, but how did anyone make that? It's like it looks like it doesn't look like a ramshackle or handmade at all. It looks like it's cast from one huge piece of plastic. It's like
I mean, cosplayers are hardcore, man.
Jesus
I wouldn't be
Christ, that
surprised.
would require some capital, some money if you're gonna make that throne and like fucking drag it around to different places. It's massive.
This was 2016 when I took this picture. So is this before 3D printing, after 3D printing? Because that's a lot of 3D printing.
Oh my god, you get like the cheapest one. You can do like a couple
It's a
square
crack.
inches at a time.
And then you know what? It's all made of top ramen, okay? And then you
Oh,
just
yeah,
like
you just-
buff it out and paint it.
No, now I'm just looking at this and considering the logistics. Like, I feel like the legs must be detachable.
Do you
Because
know her
otherwise,
name?
how the
I bet-
fuck would you transport it?
If you know her name, you should just hit her up on Twitter and be like, "Hey, how did you do this?"
What is
I'm
her
really
name?
Curious. I thought you knew because you said she's a famous cosplayer. I don't know her
I
name.
mean, I've seen it. I've looked up.
right.
I feel like I
telling
don't
me
know
it's
if I
not Ragnarok?
googled Ragnarok cosplay. I feel like I just googled Ragnarok and I saw a picture of this exact lady, or someone who has a throne just like it. And I doubt there's two.
So we gotta follow the breadcrumbs and just like all right,
Ragnarok cosplay.
how'd you do this, and how can I build this for my future wife?
Here, making up.
What face are you
Marie
making? Bacon?
Claude something.
I'm
What
sorry.
the
I was
heck
trying to
are you
act like
doing?
I'm trying to act like I'm scared because I'm just like, oh gosh, she's gonna dominate me.
It looks like you're eating a cob of corn.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was going for.
Okay.
Bro, look
I'll
at this
try to-
legend.
I'm
Just
not a good
crouching
actor.
on the big thing.
It's either that or act like I'm proposing to her. Okay, I couldn't think of which one to do. Yeah. I don't want to be that weird. It was my first time at AX. I was overwhelmed. Good times.
I just want to read
imagine
this.
that.
Oh my god,
Just
there's a
would've
picture
been
here of her
nice.
with a Papi cosplayer, and they both look great.
Ooh.
Nice.
Whoa, dude. Is that her? Whoa.
I think that's her. Look at those. You know.
Yeah. Look at
Look at those.
Yeah, look at her. Look at her face. Yeah.
Yeah, look at those face.
Oh god. Dude, that looks like a lot of work. Yeah, that's all like.
It's all like
God, what a
cut from
painting
some
on
material. I don't know what.
Material. We don't even. We're so uneducated about cosplays. We don't even
I
know
don't
the
know
process.
what the
We're
fuck it is. Like, I feel like this has got to be the stuff cosplayers make their armor out of. It's like sturdy but light.
I always thought that was what 3D printing was. I've seen some amazing Monster Hunter 3D printed armor
Oh my
from a lot of
God.
cosplayers, and I'm just losing my mind. I'm like, that looks amazing.
Like,
So
imagine
it-
Monster
so-
Hunter, but it's with monster girls.
Oh,
But then you have to kill them. You don't want to do that.
That's fine. I want to kill them and wear their face
Yes.
as my shield and sword.
Build a spear out of spider legs. Why isn't there a
Yes,
big
that is-
spider in Monster Hunter? Nah, whatever.
that is a very good question.
My thoughts are
I will
wandering.
answer that later.
One day.
So-
Future DLC.
Future
on it.
DLC, please. See, that's the thing I want to see too. Is like, I think if there is not a reboot, but the sequel to Monster Musume, I want to see more cosplays of it. Not just of like, I want to see cosplays of all the girls. You
Yeah.
know, not trying to be lewd whatsoever.
It's
'Cause
like they have
fact
the
that
girls
she
for the ones who don't want to build stuff out of whatever this is, and like they could just cosplay Lala, just be Lala,
Lala or Zombina.
Zombina, be Papi.
Yeah.
Like you gotta wear some weird shoes, but otherwise it's not that hard.
But that's the thing. Like this cosplayer went as far as making an entire spider.
Made a gigantic ass
House.
spider.
And that's like next level. So in my mind, I'm like, someone needs to be Mia. And,
Someone's
no,
gotta
actually,
have.
no. I'm sorry. I did see a Mia cosplay. I don't think I can find that picture
What the
though.
fuck? What did they do
'Cause-
with the tail?
They were carrying her. Her friends were
Nice.
carrying her. I think. I swear to you, they were. Because I just remember a girl getting carried. Because she was with her boyfriend. Oh my gosh, it's like clicking, dude. I can't believe I remember. Anything else that we need to discuss, or we're just gonna be looking at cosplays?
We're just gonna look at cosplays. This is the wind down, I think.
Yes, I love it.
What do you guys think of the main character, the main guy,
Cardboard cutout.
Kimihito
You know what I mean? Just-
Kuruso?
I don't think he's a cardboard cutout, actually. I don't know. He is kind of generically nice, but...
He's purposefully
Visually, he's very generic.
Oh,
He
visually,
is-
yeah.
well, he
Except
is-
when they finally show his eyes.
It's like when he's very handsome whenever he has eyes. He's kind of a hunk, honestly, but he is like
I think the characters in these things are usually like bland, self-insert, and whenever like lewd things happen, they get really embarrassed and run away or whatever. But Darling, I really like Darling.
he just stone faces it.
Yeah,
He does run away sometimes at the beginning, at least.
but he runs away because he has to, because the whole law thing.
Yeah, because fuck,
Yeah,
I'll
that's
be
true.
arrested.
Literally running from the law. I
Yeah.
think this is the one. I think this is the picture I was talking about. I didn't take this picture, but
Oh,
I
nice.
remember a bucket with Sue. I remember a bucket, and that's why
Man,
I
I want
was
that. I want that Sue.
That
I don't
Sue
see
can
it,
be
shit
really
on.
cute when Sue is down in that the tiny slime form. That's cute.
If you want to punish her, you just lock her in a jar. It's like,
The
damn,
punishment jar. They have that.
what?
There's a picture of that. It's like, and I think maybe someone made a meme at it. I'm not sure. It says like, it's the jar for like naughty molester slimes. And she's just in there with like, like evil eyebrows going.
Like you have to
"Ah!"
fight that. Would be fun ways to punish the monster girls since we have so much knowledge on their species. I'm gonna make this room super cold. Oh god, it's
Oh
so cold.
fuck! No.
So cruel,
Like-
Bacon. Wow.
Or Arachnia, you have like
Can't
spider,
believe
like,
you.
You have like
I
raid
think
spray.
she hates the heat, so it's a delicate balance.
You could also just give her a bunch of caffeine or
You get her
crack.
drunk. Yeah.
What?
Oh my god, that second OVA
Okay.
is just—it's my favorite episode of the whole thing. Because everybody gets their coffee order. She just gets black coffee. That my kind of girl, and then she also gets drunk from
damn.
it. So that's awesome.
What?
Because
So lucky
spiders
for
get
you
drunk on
guys, I
caffeine.
found the episode, so I will watch it today. Because I remember,
yeah.
remember when I said that I work swing. I'm taking a day off today because I am super exhausted from the week.
Oh, nice.
Ugh.
Not nice.
Not well. I need this day off. Yesterday was
Nice-ish.
It wasn't the work that was getting me tired because there's no work to do. So I literally just sit at my desk, just chilling.
And that makes you even more tired most of the time. Yeah,
Exactly. But in connection with my other sub part of my job, I have to defend people against managers that are wronging them.
Huh.
And I went through just an entire ordeal that just didn't make sense. And I was just like, okay, glad it's the end of the night. We'll clock out. We'll cool off. But in my mind, I'm like, you fool. You won't talk about this. Well, I'll talk about this off stream or off episode.
You fool!
You fool! I'm trying to help you. I can't wait to record this pod tomorrow. I'm just
But yeah.
need to...
Closing thoughts. Amazing show. Everybody should go onto Sentai Filmworks and buy it. Their amazing, really tasteful steelbook for $40, usually $100. It's on summer sale. Lamau, not anymore. The sale ended, but it is only $65 now. Everybody get it.
Oh, that's right. Oh, Sentai has some really good sales.
They do, and we're actually giving one away. There's a
How
giveaway
are we giving it away?
tied to this episode. I will do like a bumper at the front of this because I forgot. But when you're listening to this, head on over to the link in the description. There's a link to a tweet. Give that a comment or a retweet or both. And like our page, like Sentai Filmworks. And then you're entered to win one of these steelbooks.
Yo.
And if you don't have the confidence that you'll win, you can just buy it for $65. It's super cheap.
Or you just do both, and then you have two, and then there you go, man.
And yeah, exactly.
One
like
to
if you
cop,
retweet
one
and
to
comment,
stock.
that's 2 entries into the same contest.
Dude. And hey, man, the money might go to the creator, then you might be helping out with the possible season 2.
And of course, use the link highdive.com/LP/RA2020 and you can watch this show uncensored. HD for free.
Ooh.
Really, the only way you can watch it.
Really the only way. I mean, actually, I think
Blasphemy
they do
otherwise.
I think they do the uncensored, the censored version. That was the first time I saw it. I saw it censored on Crunchyroll. I didn't mind it because they don't. It's
Really?
not
Okay.
obnoxious. They don't block out the nipples or do like God rays. They just remove them.
Yes.
They're just not there.
That's what I was thinking. No, it's like
That's
instead
one way
they
to
do
do it.
like
That's really good, actually.
The
Instead,
entire
they
rest of
do
the
like the
boob is there.
manga.
There's just no nipple. And it's honestly kind of the best way to do it.
I mean, that's the way guys' bodies are sometimes shown. Like you just see
Yeah.
them like without their shirt on.
Dudes
It's like,
don't
oh,
have
nipple.
fucking
Yeah.
nipples in anime. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, yeah, disgusting.
Body hair, no one has any. That's a topic for another time.
Oh
The
god,
lack of
character designs
hair.
in anime.
Yeah, character design. The gripes about character designs.
So why do they look all oily?
Why
are
are
there
they always
zits?
shiny? Why don't they have nipples? Where's the body hair? Where's the happy trail? For fuck's
That's
sake!
what I want to. I want to see hair. Oh yeah.
It's like this one character. I saw someone posted a screenshot of Run with the Wind, and there's one character who had a happy trail, and I was like, yes! For fuck's sake, these are college-age dudes. This guy has body hair. And then I find out it's because he, like, flunked a year or something. So they only give body hair to people who are, like, slobs.
Yeah, everyone
fair.
else
Is
is really diligent about
Yeah.
about body maintenance.
Yeah, everybody else is like, I'm getting good grades, and I'm waxing every
And I
inch of
shave
body.
my
and
happy
I
trail.
shave my nipples.
Damn. So that's how you know you're successful. So me, I have like a full beard going. So people look at me and go,
Wow,
Oh,
he must
man,
have
he
flunked
just-
3 years.
"Yeah, you don't have your life together.
Like
you
you
don't
ha-
even have keep
like you
yourself
have
kempt."
Asahi in Haikyuu, and he's got like a little goatee going. And that's nice.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to show experience,
It's
stress.
It shows
just
he's an
like-
upperclassman, at the very least.
Right.
And it suits him. I fucking love Asahi. Anyway,
Do the man bun though. Yes.
Yes. Sign up for the contest. Get yourself a steel box. It is tasteful as shit. The things that holds the discs are nipples, and the discs themselves are bikinis. So you take the discs out, and then there's nude boobs in it. It's
wow,
fucking
really?
It's the design is so Galaxy Brain. Here, I have a GIF of it that I'm gonna
my God.
put in the
Wait,
episode. But
even though I'm a part of this podcast, can I enter?
Look at
Or would that
this.
be bad? Oh
Look at
my God.
so the discs are bikinis, and then the things that holds the discs are boobs. It's fucking awesome,
dude. I think you just got me to purchase this, man.
right?
You're a good salesman.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous of people. Like, I know we're like teaming up with Sentai and High Dive for everything, but I'm so fucking jealous of North America. Oh, I should mention that too. North America only.
Let's go.
Because the thing is region locked, so there's really no point for anyone outside. And also, Sentai doesn't ship anywhere else. I'm so jealous though, because like they have a huge summer sale going, and I'm just like, man, I want all of this.
Yo, when's your birthday, man? I'll buy it for you and I'll ship it to you.
Nah, because I can't watch it. Dude, Kichi on the Discord is like my friend offline too. And she bought the steelbook and she was asked if I wanted one. And yeah, I do, but I can't watch it. So really, what's the point?
You can just take on and off the bikinis over and over again.
Look at the titty.
Just look at it.
Yeah. Nah, I
Treat
think
it as a toy.
I'll wait for a European Blu-ray release and just get a proper one, I think. I just want Sentai to open up a European branch, but I feel like that would be difficult because it's just a lot more countries. It's like North America, it's like, yeah, it's a lot of states, but it's 2 countries. It's the USA and it's Canada.
Pretty much, yeah.
Whereas Europe is just like, okay, sure, let's just deal with all of the EU. And who's in it, who isn't. What's the tax here? What's the tax
that's rough. That's rough, man. I didn't know you were in that predicament. I
just want these 6 sales and the special Sentai versions of stuff, because they go the extra mile.
Like, I want to use my money for something, and now I got to use it on Warhammer.
Now I have to spend all my money on Warhammer. What happens when I'm done with that? What else am I gonna waste it on?
Can you really be done with that?
No.
There's so many.
You can't.
Like
the problem is I finally got started, and now I can't stop. I'm getting more tomorrow, and I have to paint it.
He's gonna be less and less active on anime and anime podcasts.
Oh
He's
no!
Just like, all of a sudden, like a year later, welcome to the Warhammer podcast.
The R Warhammer podcast. There should be one. There's a lot.
There's
of
gonna be
Warhammer
10
podcasts.
hours of him talking while he's painting.
Yeah.
Dude, do you stream yourself painting your stuff?
I did once.
Dude, you should keep doing that.
I did one where I assembled some stuff, and then one where I painted it. I need to figure out a better setup of it. Because the thing is, okay, let's go another 2 hours on Warhammer. The guys I collect, the metal skeletons called Necrons. I was like, oh man, these guys are so awesome. I've loved them for 10 years. I just never got into it. Then I bought some, and then immediately Warhammer announces the next edition, and it's all focused on these guys. So I'm like, fuck! Now I have to get all the new stuff too!
Oh no,
Shit.
They got you.
So I'm gonna go get that tomorrow. At some point I'll have to find people to play with too. Right now it's just assembling and painting.
All the feels.
I'm just hurting my back painting this shit. Anyway,
it makes me want to build Gundams again, because I have like 3 Gundams I want to build.
Dude, you should get into Warhammer.
No,
they have a faction that all looks like Gundams.
Stop! Leave me alone. I'm burning enough money as it is.
All right.
Just
let's try for a 3rd time to end this.
Okay.
Everybody, like and retweet the tweet. Follow Sentai, follow us, and then you're entered to win the Steelbook. Watch this show on High Dive. Use the link that is flashing on screen right now in bright neon colors. And yeah, that's it for us. We highly recommend the show. Highly recommend the manga. Please, Studio Lurch, make a 2nd season. You know you wanna.
Please.
You know it would make good money.
Well, so thank you for joining us.
And thank you for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me here.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for joining me, talking about my favorite show.
Yes, favorite show and favorite girl, man.
And favorite girl. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And until next time, see you all around. Goodbye.
Later.
Bye.
Be safe.
Alright, as mentioned in the episode, we're giving away 1 copy of Sentai Filmworks Steelbook collection of Monster Musume. So, just to clear up the rules real quick. Step 1, live in North America. That's the way it be. Step 2, follow our Twitter account and the Twitter account of Sentai Filmworks. Step 3. Like and retweet the contest-specific tweet that we'll link below in the description. And step 4, optional, leave a comment on the tweet telling us who your favorite Monster Girl is and why. And then 2 weeks after this episode goes live, we'll be picking a winner. This winner will be contacted directly through Twitter DMs, so be sure to leave those open. Again, thank you for watching. We hope you'll consider giving this video a like, maybe subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.